Hi there, I'm Vincent Boss and I provide dating and self-improvement advice. And in today's podcast, we're going to be discussing why did my ex post on social media? I provide audio and email coaching to help people try and get their ex back or get a new girlfriend or boyfriend. Check out my website for more details. www.dateme.tips. Please check your spam and junk folders if you are expecting an email from me. So now let's get back into today's podcast, and today we are discussing why did my ex post on social media? So if you have gone through a breakup, one of the questions which is likely to be on your mind is why did my ex post on social media? Why did they decide to post what they posted? Why did they watch my story? Why did they interact with other people's online content the way that they did? All of these questions will swirl around your mind and you will be feeling very confused. And therefore, I thought in today's podcast, I would be giving you 3 ideas, 3 pieces of advice, 3 clues to why your ex posted on social media. So let's get straight into this. And number 1 is they are presenting their feelings right now in this very moment. So the first point of this is what they are posting is exactly what it says on the tin. There is no hidden agenda, and what they are presenting, what they are representing is exactly as it seems. If it looks like a duck and it sounds like a duck, it's probably a duck. So sometimes we have to just consider that the reason your ex has posted on social media is because they want to get off their chest exactly what it says, exactly what they've put on there. There is no hidden agenda. There are no magic reasons as for why they have done this. It's as simple as it seems. But what's important to understand is this is how they are feeling in this very moment. So when you was in a relationship with your ex, no doubt at times they would have told you that they loved you. And that was true in that moment. People present their feelings, how they are feeling in that very moment. That was real. Now, when the relationship ended, your ex would have been feeling a different way to you. If they were the dumper, for instance, they would have been feeling like they no longer wanted to be in the relationship with you, and therefore they would no longer love you in a romantic sense. And again, at that moment, that was their feelings. That was their truthful feelings. So if you consider how different feelings can be over time, how polarizing these feelings can be, one moment they love you, one moment they don't love you. If you can think of it, how it changes like that, in your mind it should become clear how they can post something on social media, even if it doesn't necessarily make sense to you. Because in that very moment, that might be exactly how they are feeling, and it is truthful and it is real. But it doesn't necessarily mean that is how they are going to be feeling in the future. Feelings evolve, as we've just been explaining. So things do change, things do evolve, things don't stand still. And hence, even if what they are posting right now is something you don't like, and even if they are posting something which is true to them in this very moment, it is just that, in this very moment. And therefore, you don't want to be too concerned about it because things change. You've already seen them love you one moment, not love you the next. And whatever they have posted, if you don't like it, don't get freaked out by it, because this is just how they are feeling now. So now let's move into point number 2. And the second reason as for why your ex might be posting on social media, and number 2, is they are showcasing their best life. So something that lots of people do on social media, whether they've gone through a breakup or not, is showcase their best life. Lots of people present a life on social media which isn't completely accurate to the truth of what they are feeling right now. And therefore, you can never really be sure what this really represents, other than the fact that they want other people to assume that they are doing fantastic. So if you see that your ex's social media is showing that they are living their best life, that doesn't necessarily mean that they are living their best life. What it means is that they want the viewer to assume they are living their best life. Now, whether or not that includes you, their ex, who knows? Nobody will know for sure if they are trying to make sure that you see this post. So if you have seen this post with your own eyes, or if somebody has told you about this post and said, oh, you should see what your ex has posted, they're living an incredible life, you don't know for certain if this was aimed at you. But what we do know is that this was posted for the eyes of the wider public. This is trying to present to people that they are living a good life right now. Now, as we've said, this might not be true. This might be them showcasing their best life. They might be going through a lot of pain, a lot of agony. They might be going through a very difficult time, but they want to show that they're doing really, really good. Especially after a breakup, in particular when it's the dumper, you will see people showcasing their best life. And this is because the dumper has made a decision to end a relationship. They believe this relationship was not working for them. And therefore, they're clearly wanting to live the life they want to live. They've got ideas of how they want to be living right now as a singleton. And therefore, they will be posting things online showcasing their new single life. And this might look exciting, but it doesn't mean that it really is. And even if it was exciting in that very moment, if it was like point number one, and it is exciting and it is real and it is genuine, these things don't last. Things feel exciting when they are new. Single life is not all that fun once it moves on into the many, many months. So okay, there is a chance that if your ex posts something online which sounds exciting, there is a chance that it's real, like point number one. But that doesn't mean it's going to be exciting moving forward into the future. Things are just exciting because they're single, they're experiencing possibly brand new things or things we haven't experienced in a very long time. When things are new and things are fresh, things are exciting, but it doesn't necessarily last. And as we've been saying with point number two, it might not even be genuine. It might be them just showcasing their best life, trying to present to others that they are doing better than they really are, because they want to have their ego inflated and they want other people to see them as a high value individual. So now let's move into point number three and the final point of today's podcast of why did my ex post on social media? And point number three is any other reason. And this could be something such as they are making a joke or reference to something they watched or heard. Maybe they've seen a recent film, maybe they've listened to a recent song, and they are referencing that music or that movie in the post they are doing. And if you are not aware of that movie or that music, it might seem confusing, it might have other connotations, it might mean something completely different to what they was getting across. It might have just been an off-the-cuff remark based upon some media they have just consumed. Another possible option is that they are trying to play mind games. You never know. They might be trying to play mind games with somebody that's reading this social media post. It could be you. It could be somebody else. We just don't know. So although it's possible it could be mind games, it doesn't mean it's for you. Although it's possible, it could be for somebody else. You just have no idea. You have no clue. And there is no way of 100% knowing for sure. Or how about the possibility that they didn't even post it? Maybe their friend did. Maybe somebody else took control of their social media and posted something that they wasn't even aware was posted. Or maybe they did post it, but they was under the influence of being told to post it by somebody else. Or maybe they was under the influence of a substance of some kind, which made them type something which isn't really congruent with their actual genuine thoughts. The point being of number three is that we don't know. Only your ex knows for sure why they have posted something. Only your ex knows for sure why their social media usage has been the way it is. Only your ex knows for sure why they watched your story. Nobody else knows. And therefore, the point of today's podcast, the point I'm trying to get across, and I'm really hoping that you've listened to this point because this is so crucial, is that there is no point of you analysing your ex's social media. There is no point of you trying to draw conclusions to what you have seen, heard, or been told about, because you don't know. There are so many permutations, including ones I've not even mentioned in today's podcast, as for why your ex might have posted on social media. And as you can see from the ones that we have spoke of today, they can be opposite things. They could be opposite reasons. They are things which don't match up or make sense. Nothing is known for certain. And therefore, a better use of your time and energy is to focus on yourself moving forward. Ultimately, if your ex wants to contact you, they will most likely contact you directly via a direct message or via text. They will make it very, very clear that they want to interact with you. They will not be doing coded messages. They will not be trying to do something which you need to crack a machine to understand of what they're actually representing. If somebody wants to reconnect with you, they are not going to make it so difficult for you to understand. In the vast majority of instances, they will just make contact. So please don't waste your time, waste your energy, and ultimately waste your life in trying to decipher why your ex is using social media in the way they are. There is no way of knowing for sure, and therefore there is no reason for you to waste your time considering it. If you check your ex's social media, at best you will confuse yourself and have new questions in your mind, and at worst you will break your heart again. There is just no point in checking your ex's social media or your ex's online usage in general. And I also suggest you ask your friends and family not to update you on your ex's social media usage. There is no point, it means nothing, and it will only cause you stress, anxiety, and upset. I hope today's podcast has helped you, and I hope you realise and understand. But ultimately, only your ex knows why they posted on social media. Only your ex knows why they watched your story. And nobody knows what the feelings between you and your ex will be in the future, because all we know for sure is what we are feeling right now. If you believe that this podcast has helped you, then please consider buying me a coffee. The link to do so is in the description.
Yeah, if you miss your ex, we can help with that. Help you get him back, or we can help find you someone else. Yeah, Vincent, the relationship coach, giving you some insight, bringing you a new approach. didnt.tips, go and check the site, giving you advice, helping with your love life. Get your ex back, or move to the next. Ain't no sweat, you know Vincent got you. Finding love ain't no problem. Yeah, dateme.tips, check it out now.